What is going on, guys? DPG here, and this is actually gonna be a main channel video because I think it's important enough to talk about. I'm going to, isn't really a rant because there are reasons why this certain thing has happened, as well as some solutions that might make things a little bit better. And this is not only a solution that will make it better for the players, this is a solution that probably should not affect 2K's bottom line, and if anything, should get them making more money, because at the same time, any solutions that we try to propose that will hurt 2K's bottom line will never be implemented. However, any solutions where it can simultaneously benefit the players and benefit 2K's bottom line is good, is fine. Because at the end of the day, I'm always of the opinion that it's okay to spend money. If you get a lot of enjoyment out of 2K and you want to spend some money out of it, on it, fine. If you get hundreds of hours of enjoyment out of something, you want to put money into it, that is completely fine. Because let's be real, like, when we used to play old games, sure, we got like hundreds of hours of enjoyment, but that was kind of making our own fun. They are giving us content. If you want to spend money on the game, I have no issue with that. But what's going on right now is not right. So if you guys have seen right here, if you go into collections and you guys go into just any of these sets, whether it be timeless and stuff, if you look for Wilt Chamberlain, like, this is a new card. There are this many. It's been 3 days since this card came out. There are only this many in the 4 hours. Like, that is really bad. Like, there are literally stages. Obviously, there's not too bad a stage. This is like 4, 12, 17, 20, 24. But then, like, you're looking, there's a lot there, and there's an hour gap between Wilt Chamberlains. So, for example, if this Wilt is gone, and this Wilt is here, and there's an hour gap, you're not going to be able to get the card. And that is a huge issue with the case of... the reason why these cards are so expensive is because there are so, well, first of all, there's no buyouts, which is a very annoying thing. But I understand the purpose of the buyouts. I understand the purpose of the 4-hour auction house, so people, no matter how much MT they have, can't buy a card until 4 hours, so they're more likely to buy packs. But even if you look at Carmelo Anthony, okay, Carmelo Anthony he's gone back decent in price. He's gone back at a seriously okay price. But say if you look at silences, Michael Jordan, 3 in an hour. This card's been out a week. Jason Tatum. Okay, there's more Jason Tatums. There's 4 in an hour. Wow. There are 4 Jason Tatums in an hour. A card that was 600k last week. And even Pierce has gone up in price. Pierce was 30k last week. So every card that is worth a damn is continuously increasing in prices. If you look at intensity at Zion Williamson is easily going to go for 350, 400k, whereas he was 200 and something k when he came out. Vince Carter. 5 Vince Carters on the market. It's been like 2 weeks. Shades of Blake Griffin. Okay. There are a few more Blake Griffins because the odds were actually decent for that Blake Griffin pack. You look at Ja Morant. There's like 6 Ja Morants on the auction house. Heck, you look at Chris Bosh. This card came out during the week. There's like 10 of him. There are so few cards here. And we always talk about supply and demand. And that's what everything is. So the demand for cards is super high. Because, for me, the gap between... This Wilt is really good, by the way. If you want to go and spend 100k on this Wilt, I would not begrudge you. But the gap between this Wilt and any other center in the game is so big. This Wilt eats them all alive. So what ends up happening is there are so few Wilts on the auction house that when 2 people start bidding... For example, it's not too bad now because there's 2 minutes, 9 minutes, 15, so there's not too long gap. But say with this hour gap here, if this Wilt Chamberlain right here has 2 people looking at it and they don't want to wait an hour, all it takes is 2 people with a whole bunch of MT and we suddenly start to see 1.2, 1.3 million Wilts. I've seen Wilts go for as low as 600k and I've seen Wilts go for as high as 1.5 million. And this is base Wilts. No extra hops. Reason people have so much MT and the pack odds are so bad. And the reason why people have so much MT in general is, well, first of all, it's easy to make MT because there's a lot of MT there. Any card that's even the slightest bit rare is going to go really expensive. So if you are able to get snipes, like again, I made hundreds of thousands of MT sniping Ronnie Cycli and freaking somebody else, and I made so much MT on Carmelo because I bought my Carmelones before everyone realized Carmelo was freaking Carmelo. Before anyone realized that, so I managed to get my Carmelo set locked in before people realized that now Carmelo he's still the same price he was, but I got him 2 of them for 200, sold them both for like nearly 400. But yeah, so look, it is what it is when it comes to these sets. Because there's more MT, it's easier to make more MT. But at the same time, if you are someone that's just kind of chilling, playing this game naturally, and if you're trying to make MT, by the way, from playing a game mode, don't. Like, you're kind of screwed. But there are huge issues. First of all, the easiest way to fix this is by heavily increasing the weight of cards. So you might be saying, my thing I would say is 95 rated plus should be 2%. 95 rated plus should be 2%. First of all, it will get more people to open the packs. 92 rated plus should be like 8%. 95 rated plus 2%. Maybe 95 10 or 92 10%, so there's 8% of chance of getting diamond. And a 90 plus player at 17, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. That's not the worst. They're not the worst odds in the world. But you might be saying, oh, 2% is crazy. Like, that would completely flood the market. Now, would it? Do you guys think there would be anything wrong if after 3 days there were this many wilts on the auction house? As many wilts as there are carmelos? I don't think that it would make much of a difference. First of all, from 2K's perspective, more people would buy packs and less people would perform the dark arts. Because that's kind of where the issue is that is one of the problems. If there were this many wilts on the auction house, I don't actually think it would affect that much. I don't. And do you want to know why I'm saying it wouldn't affect that much? I nearly clicked discard. But Wilt Chamberlain, if there were this many on the auction house, would go for 300,000 MT. Between 2 and 300,000 MT, which is what these cards should be. Early game cards should be 300,000 MT. Because the issue is that with the amount of MT in the entire currency is being or in the entire system is being inflated so much. The amount of MT people have is getting so much because of the lack of contracts. And also, people aren't really selling. Most players that can't afford these cards aren't selling cards for anything. You're looking at any cards that are worth a damn are 100k. There's how many good cards are there between 20 and 90k in my team? Shades of rookies. That's it. Shades of rookies, and is Danny Green between that price? Danny Green. That's it. Shades of rookies and Danny Green between 20k and 90k. J Rich is okay. J Rich is okay. But I held on this guy. I got him for 40k. I literally got him for 40k. I was like, I'm going to hold. He's going to go 60, 70k. And he did. He did. If a card is worth a damn, you hold and they go up in price. Because they get rarer and people still want them. It is madness. So the easiest way 2K can fix this, and people are going to be saying all of this other stuff. There is one simple way 2K can fix this, because we know the reasons why it's happened. Is that in general, on all the accounts in the world, there's probably twice the amount of MT that has been generated by the player base this year as other years. There has been. About twice the amount of MT. The only way MT is generated is by playing games or by discarding cards. Everything else is just people buying. Or playing games, completing challenges, discarding cards. That's the only way any MT is generated. But I reckon twice the amount because there's nothing lost for contracts anymore. So, yeah, with that being the case, it is normal to see cards being worth twice as much. But the cards are 3-4 times what they were last year. And again, the issue with that is all supply and demand. Because less people are playing this game than there were last year, less people are opening packs. And when less people are opening packs, the supply of the cards is going to be lower. And then what that happens is what happens now. It's turning away more players because I never have a chance at the top cards. And it's not even that they have a chance at top cards. I never really have a chance at anybody. Because every week we don't get those budget cards. I'm sorry, I can't in good conscience say 10,000 MT in week 3 is that much of a budget card. Whatever happened to the 1k MT goats? Whatever happened to our Darius Miles of the world? Whatever happened to our Jonathan Isaacs? Our Wang Zhizhis? I'm trying to think in other years who were gods. In 2K17 we had Reggie Lewis. We had Dragon Bender in 2K18. 2K19. I know he's a little more expensive, but Hito was 4k MT. Duncan Robinson was a freaking beast. I'm going to look at some of the cheap guys 2K22. 2K22 didn't do a great job of I will say that 2K22 did not do a great job of early game budget players. 2K20, Wally Zerbiak. I'm looking at 2K21, who was in these sets. Heck, 2K21, Kukoc, Ray Allen. Well, Ray Allen was a little more expensive. They were still nice cards. Look at 2k21 promos. 3,000 MT Boris Diaw to start the game. Like, we had these god tier budget cards, whereas this year we do have some really good cards. Like, you can say it. Like, Robert Ory's really good. He's 7.5 KMT. Like, if you are a budget player, this is like you're splashing the coins. And you can't really make the excuse of like, oh, you have these cards right here. They're bums, man. They are bums. I'm sorry, like, oh, great. Yeah, I can lock in for a Brevin Knight, a 5'10 point guard who can't shoot or play defense. Oh, great. I have a little bit of MT. Like, unless you are using Kiki Vandoy, Robert Reed's is okay. Kelly Chapuka, a giant like Rick Smith, or I'm trying to, there are two more that are good. I can't even think of his name. Doug Christie's good, and Kerry Kittles. Unless using one of those guys, or maybe even a Mark Price, these are bums, man. They're bums. They're awful. Even these lock-in cards, Siakam and D. Russell. Right now, they're bums. Even right now, you could argue Chris Mullin's a bum. And lads, 2K have basically made it where the top tier cards in the game are so damn good, but they're unattainable because the supply is so low and the demand is so high and the amount of Tyson the players have. If two guys with 3 million MT, which a lot of people have, are bidding off against each other at Wilt, we can see it going for 1.5 million. Like, it's madness. It is madness. Then other times we might see a Wilt Chamberlain go for 600k. And like, if you're gonna give us a 6-card set, make sure the 6 cards are good. Don't give us a bum like this guy. Don't give us a bona fide scrub like a Robert Parish. Like, Jamal Crawford is okay. And then, like, even you're looking at Dirk 70k. Like, unless if you are a new player in this game, you get a Wilt Chamberlain who's intentionally not very good because, well, they want us to buy better Wilts. You got a Robert Parish who's a bum, and Jamal Crawford who's kind of fun on a Friday batch. Other than that, you're paying 300k for a scrub Dame Lillard. You're paying 70k for a Dirk, which you just can't afford. There is no reason 2K don't raise the pack odds, because with the severe lack of cards compared to last year on the auction house, it is very clear that people are opening less packs. With how long it's taking to find games, it's clear that less people are playing the game than last year. A simple way to fix it is by just raising the pack odds. I don't even open packs. But for the people that do, it's not only if pack odds get raised, or even do something like FIFA, where you just randomly are like happy hour. You advertise at the start of the year being like, we're having happy hour in packs. During happy hour, the odds of getting a 95 rated player is 2%. The odds again, or all the odds double, and then make like 95 rated player 2%. Have like certain happy hours, because I don't know, whatever is going on right now clearly is not working. And I know maybe if they want to make the argument of, oh, we don't want to give players too good cards too soon. This Wilt isn't too good. He's dominant right now because there are no alternatives. And like, yeah, maybe you can use a cheaper Wilt or a Robert Parish. Like, you kind of have to use a Wilt Chamberlain in your squad. Poppers don't exist. Like, Blake will get scored every single time. But raising the pack odds, there is no point not doing it. There's really not. Like, if it's gonna cost you 1 million, like if week after week after week we're paying 500-600 for these top tier cards and they're just unattainable for the whole player base, then why not just raise the pack odds? Because do you want to know the simple rules of supply and demand? If the demand stays the same and the supply raises, the price goes down. So if the supply of these cards raise, the demand is still going to be the same. The price is going to go down. And I don't know, maybe giving people a chance to get these cards will maybe bring in more players or stop players from leaving. Just maybe. Just a suggestion. But raising the pack odds would be huge. The only reason I could see them not doing that is they're afraid of backlash if they raise the pack odds. And then people are like, oh, we bought packs with these lower odds. But I don't think that's the case, because with Shades of packs in week 1, there was a 14% chance rated player, and 14% chance and a 90 plus rated player, which is why Drummond was so cheap. The odds were 14%, but they halved them. So 2K halved the pack odds for getting a shake on Shades of packs. So it's clear that they're not, that argument can't be used, being like, oh, previously people bought cards with these packs with these odds and I'll be really angry if it gets raised. People have bought them prior. No, that's not really the case. I don't understand why the odds are like they are. I really don't. Like, I don't understand why they're as bad as they are. But surely, because at times there's like 5 cards that were released 2 weeks ago on the auction house, which is mad. Like, surely raising the pack odds will help fix this. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.